Good morning, children. Welcome back to English class. So, today we are going to have a wonderful revision on tenses. Now, what are tenses, children? Yes, as we know, verb tenses tells us how an action relates to the flow of time. So, what are the three main verb tenses in English, children? Yes, it's present, past, and future tense. So, what are we waiting for? Quickly, you need to take down your notebook, your pen or a pencil, and make sure that you're going to make some notes and important points when your teacher is teaching you with regards to the tenses, right? So quickly we will start with the next slide. So now, children, we will start with the past tense first. As we know, in past tense there are three forms: simple past, past continuous, and past perfect. Now, simple past. What is the formula, children? It is subject plus past tense form of the verb. Now, you can check these a few examples which are given here. The first one is, my great grandfather taught in a school. So, yes, children. Now, over here, taught is basically a past tense form of the verb. Next one. Today I ate chapatis for lunch. So, yes, ate over here is the past tense form of the verb. Next one, children. I saw a movie yesterday. I saw a movie yesterday. So now, what is the past tense form over here, children? Yes, it is saw. Next one. She left the school in 2018. So yes, the past tense form over here is left. So these are the few examples of simple past tense. Now, children, the simple past tense refers to actions that were done or things that existed in the past. So, yes, there are few sentences in which you can use, these kind of words as well. Like, I used to go to the library every morning. My father used to act in plays before his marriage. I used to have long hair. They used to live in India. So that means these are the simple past tense which refers to the actions that were done or things that existed in the past. So that means the action which was done in the past or the things which are still existing in the past. So these are the examples. So in few sentences we can also use the words like used to. Yes, we can also use sentences like I used to go, I used to act, or I used to have. So these are few examples for simple past tense. Now, children, past continuous. Now in past continuous, what is the formula, children? Yes, remember we have to use was, were plus ing, right? So now, last night we were walking on a terrace. Okay, since we are using, the plural form, we will use were. So last night we were walking on a terrace. Next one. I saw smoke was coming out of our neighbor's house. Okay. I saw smoke was coming out of our neighbor's house. So here we have also used was plus ing form of the verb. Next one. I was making dinner when she arrived. It's very simple. It's again a singular form. So we are using was plus ing, right? Next one. She was talking constantly in class in those days. So yes, of course, over here we will be using was plus the ing form of the verb. Now, children, it's past perfect. Whenever there is a perfect tense, we can use something like had, right? Whenever it's a past tense. So had plus the past participle, right? So now, what are the sentences that we can use? I have given you few examples over here. I had not understood the problem. I had not understood the problem. Next one. I had finished my work. I had finished my work. The rain had stopped. The rain had stopped. The plane had left by the time I got to the airport. I had returned the email before he apologized. Now, children, see over here, we have used had plus the past participle form of the verb to form a past perfect tense. Now, children, we will start with the present tense. Present tense means the current situation. So, there are three forms again: simple present, present continuous, and present perfect. Now the first one, simple present. Of course, we will be using subject and the base form of the verb. So the sentences could be: he goes to school every morning. She understands English. It mixes the sand and the water. He tries very hard. She enjoys playing the piano. Now, if you look at these sentences carefully, children, we have made the use of the base form of the verb, okay? And yes, there are few, words we have used s. So, there are few words we can also use es as well, right? So, yes, it's very easy to understand the simple present tense. So now children, generally, where do we use the simple present tense while talking? So the simple present tense is used to express the following things, like it could be a routine or a habitual actions. Whenever we are talking about the facts, when we are talking about commentaries or we are giving the commentaries, or when we are giving any kind of instructions, or when we are showing the direction to someone. So during this time we use the simple present tense. So let's quickly go through a few examples. The examples could be: the teacher grades homework on Fridays. So yes, this is a routine. The sun rises in the east. So yes, what is this, children? This is the fact. The club organizes a charity concert every year. Okay. Turn left at the crossing. What are these, children? This is the direction, or this is a commentary. Now beat the eggs properly before frying. This is also instructions we are giving. So yes, while we are talking about these kind of statement, we are using the simple tenses. Now children, present continuous form. Yes, so whenever there is present continuous form, how can we forget the ing form also? Right. So along with the subject, we can use is or am or are, depending on the singular and the plural form of the word plus the ing form of the verb. Now the sentences could be: mom is repairing her motorcycle. Next, the boys are presenting an Odyssey performance. She is crying. He is talking to his friend. The baby is sleeping in his crib. We are visiting the museum in the afternoon. So these are basically the present continuous tense. Now the present perfect tense, yes, we have to use have or has, depending again on the singular and plural form and the past participle form of the verb. So we have finished our projects on time. Srinath has cooked all the dishes himself. Bobby has stopped painting. The teacher has collected all the papers. So this was the present perfect tense. So children, I'm going to give you a few ideas to understand where we can use the present perfect tense. So the first one is recently completed action. So understand, children, when some action is recently done or recently completed, we can use the present tense over here, present perfect tense. So Ahmed has just woken up. The athletes have recently reached Pune. Now the second option could be indefinite time in the past. That means we don't know the time, but yes, the action is already been done. We have visited Mumbai. Kritika has purchased a new house. So during this time also we can use the present perfect tense. Now, actions that were done in the past and are done in the present too. Okay. So, understand children, the action which was already done in the past and are done in the present too. So, the examples could be like, she has always walked to her office. That means previously also she used to walk, even now she walks and go to the office. They have never raised their voices. That means till now they have never raised their voice, right? So yes, these are the few examples for present perfect tense. So now children, let us go through the future tense. As we know, again there are three forms. It's simple future, future continuous and future perfect. Now the first one is simple future. Again the formula is subject plus will or shall plus the base form of the verb. The examples could be something like, you will regret such hasty decisions. Robert will read various kinds of books. Bob will go to the library tomorrow. I have decided that I shall speak later. So these were the examples of simple future tense. So now children, we will continue with future continuous tense. And as we know, whenever there is a continuous tense, how can we forget the ing base form, right? So now the formula is subject plus will or shall plus be plus ing base form of the verb. Now I have given you a few examples. The first one is, Michael will be running a marathon this Saturday. Next, we shall be watching TV on Sunday. Next, please fasten your seat belts. We shall be taking off in a few minutes. So yes children, these were the examples for the future continuous tense. And the formula is subject plus will or shall plus be plus ing base form of the verb. Now the future perfect tense. Okay, it will be will or shall plus, how can we forget has or have? Right, with the past participle form of the verb. So the few examples could be, you will have studied the English tenses. She will have cooked dinner. He will have arrived. We will have met Julie. It will have stopped raining. We shall have peace. So these were the examples of future perfect tense. Now children, as you know that we have done a lot of activity based on tenses from your new voice textbook, and today we have done revision as well on tenses. So now it's really difficult sometimes to understand and remember all the formulas, isn't it? So don't worry children, what I have done is I have given you a wonderful chart which is very easy, and from this chart it's going to be really easy for you to understand what the formulas are. So now what do you have to do is just go through this chart. So now we will quickly do a revision once again with all the formulas that we have already done in our previous videos and today's revision as well. So children, today we are going to do a revision on tenses. So now this is a table, a chart, which will definitely help you to understand the formula for all the tenses. So first we will start with the past tense. Now in past tense we also have a simple past tense. Then we have continuous past tense and the perfect past tense, right? So now children, what will be the formula for simple past? As we know, for simple past, we have to understand first what is a subject. So that is subject plus the past tense form of the verb. So I have given you one example over here which says I played. Yes, I played. Next, now past continuous form. Now when it comes to past continuous form, children, subject is really important. Along with subject, we have to use was, were, and the ing form of the verb. So the sentence which you can frame will be I was playing. Yes, it's I was playing. Next one, past perfect form. Now, when it comes to past perfect form, it's very easy. We just have to understand the subject. Along with the subject, you can add had plus the past participle form of the verb. So your sentence will be I had played. Yes, it will be I had played. So quickly children, let us go through the simple past tense. What is simple past tense? It is subject and the past tense form of the verb. What will be the formula for the past continuous tense? It will be subject plus was or were and the ing form of the verb. Right? Now, the next one. What will be the past perfect form? The past perfect form will be subject plus had plus the past participle form. So the simple sentence could be I had played. Right? Now we will continue with the present tense. So now children, we will start with the present tense. Now the example or the formula for simple present tense will be the subject plus the verb form of the verb, base form of the verb. So that is I play. Next one, present continuous form. Now in present continuous form, we can use subject plus is, am, are plus the ing form of the verb. So the sentences could be I am playing. You can also say we are playing, she is playing. Okay, this could be the example. Now the present perfect form, the formula will be subject plus have or has plus the past participle form. So over here children, we can frame the sentence like I have played. Yes, this could be the example I have played. Now let us quickly go to the future form. Now whenever there is a future form, will and shall is really important. So the first form is the simple future form. So now in simple future form, we can say subject plus will or shall plus the base form of the verb. So the simple sentence could be I will play because that's a future tense. Then the next is future continuous tense. Now in future continuous tense, we can use subject plus will or shall plus be plus ing form of the verb. So now over here the sentence could be I will be playing. Yes, it will be I will be playing. Next one. It is future perfect tense. So now future perfect tense, this formula will be subject plus will or shall plus has or have plus the past participle form of the verb. So now your sentence we can form as I will have played. I will have played. So see children, this particular chart is really important. Now this formulas you can actually keep in your mind. The reason is it's really going to help you to frame the sentences correctly. Okay. So now quickly we will go to the next slide. So now children, it's the activity time. So let us quickly do the activity. First one, choose the correct option to complete the sentences in the form of present continuous and present perfect forms. The first one is I dash in the bracket learn French from them. So I am learning French from them. My semester dash in the bracket begin in September. It's my semester is beginning in September. Next one, 3 hours dash into bracket pass and the exam is over. So 3 hours have passed and the exam is over. All the students dash in the bracket do their assignments well. All the students have done their assignments well. Now, next very interesting activity is read the following passage carefully. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verbs in the bracket. Coffee is a beverage dash in the bracket drink by many past generations of people. So coffee is a beverage drunk by many past generations of people. What most people do not realize is that coffee is dash in the bracket make. So what is the correct answer, children? It will be made. Yes. What most people do not realize is that coffee is made from beans. Dash in the bracket pick from trees. So the pick will be changed into picked. So picked from trees. Coffee trees dash in the bracket grow either from seeds or cutting. So coffee trees are grown either from seeds or cutting. These trees will begin to dash in the bracket bear crops when they are about 4 years old. So the correct answer is these trees will begin to bear crops when they are about 4 years old. Now, fill in the blanks with the future continuous tense and future perfect forms. So over here, children, we will be using the future continuous and future perfect forms. First one, he dash in the bracket pick them up from the theater. So he will be picking them up from the theater. Next, this time tomorrow, everyone dash in the bracket read about your success. This time tomorrow, everyone will be reading about your success. Next, I will have left in the bracket leave by 6. I will have left by 6. You dash in the bracket read the book before the next class. So you will have read the book before the next class. So yes, children, I'm very sure now you are very much clear with the revision of tenses, and you are definitely going to make your own notes based on the chart which your teacher has given you, and definitely you are going to practice all the tenses as well. And yes, children, make sure that you are also going to solve the worksheet which your teacher is going to give you along with this video below the link. Alright, so till that time, take care, children. Bye bye.